We are at Greg Lamey's property at the top of Hollands Creek Road, which is in Cudlee Creek, and it's one of the two pretty important valleys in the Cudlee Creek fire scar area. It's important because it's a wet area of the fire scar and it's quite close to a fair bit of natural habitat. We are looking to try and preserve and expand the habitat for the Bassian thrush. And not too many people know about it, probably because its numbers aren't that high, but also because it's shy and secretive. And what's happened with the Cudlee Creek fire scar and the Cudlee Creek fire is that a lot of these areas burnt hot, really hot. And so what we want to do is try and get some vegetation back into these gullies, get that leaf litter back in, and hopefully provide more habitat for this declining bird of the Mount Lofty Ranges.
When we bought this property, it was a strawberry farm. We bought it on a walk-in, walk-out basis. That was 3 days before Ash Wednesday, 82, and everything above ground level disappeared on that occasion. We lived in a caravan for a couple of years while we rebuilt the house. Didn't have another fire until 2019. Well, the fire came through the entire property, came down across this hill and burnt everything, all the fences and irrigation and anything that was on the ground, but saved the buildings. So it was pretty scary, but we got out of it pretty well, I think.
We're lucky to have people like Greg Lamey, who's very conservation minded. He's done a lot of work in the past on his property in terms of conserving areas.
Oh yeah, it's great to think that we are doing our little bit for the environment, and it's great to have the board's assistance and cooperation.
When I recently talked to Greg, he sort of jumped at it, and I think that it does have some appeal in terms of preserving a declining bird, and an iconic sort of bird. And what Greg has done is he's setting aside some land, this land behind us, this deep gully, and also some associated land on the side of the hill. We're just lucky that we've got people in the Mount Lofty Ranges that are willing to care for nature like Greg does. We're also going to do some planting here. We're going to put in some riparian species, watercourse species, that will make the area more attractive to the Bassian thrush. There's also some deeper pools in here, which are really important in terms of watercourse ecology. So we're also protecting those deeper pools, and if people can do that on their properties, the success is maybe Greg comes out one morning or one evening and he actually hears the Bassian thrush. I mean, that's the ultimate success, is getting these birds using more habitat. And one of the major things in terms of creek lines and watercourses in the Mount Lofty Ranges, one of the main threats to them is livestock. So if we can keep livestock out, and I know for a lot of landholders that's hard because, you know, money's hard to come by, you've got to put a fence up, and it's a lower priority. You know, there's a lot of things in life, but if you can really look after your watercourses and keep livestock out of those watercourses, that you're doing one of the best things